So next year we're going to be changing the structure of our kindergarten and first grade slightly. For the past few years, we've had two K1 split classrooms and then two classrooms that did a looping where Vanessa taught kindergarten one year and then first grade the next year, and Karen taught kindergarten the opposite year and first grade the year after. We did some research this year into sort of what were the pros and cons of the K1 split versus the looping, and what we found was that really the advantages to students of having the same teacher 2 years in a row were much stronger than either whether it was a straight grade or a split. Didn't matter as much as having that same teacher for 2 years in a row. So we had to look at how to best support that. And it was very clear that the majority of the teachers in that grouping felt like they would prefer to do a straight grade looping than a split. And it was also clear that we have seen with the decline of the economy, more and more 4-year-olds entering kindergarten and people with young birthdays not waiting another year of preschool. So that was leaving the split class with a much wider age range of going from 4 to 7 instead of 5 to 7, which was making it significantly more challenging. So that, in addition to the new language arts program, which we feel like is something that they have a very specific program for kinder that is different than the program for first. Looking at all of those factors, we felt that this would be the right year to move to straight grades, but we will be continuing to do looping. So the two teachers, John and Vanessa, who are teaching kinder next year, will be taking those kids up to first grade the year after. And Allison and Karen will be teaching first grade next year. Karen, of course, had kinder this year, so she's taking her group up to first grade. Allison had a K1 split, so she'll be taking her kinder kids and most of John's with her to her first grade next year. So I think it's really going to be good for kids, and I think that all 4 of those teachers are going to continue to work really closely together as a team and do a lot of the same integrated projects that they have been doing for years that are so wonderful, like the K1 feast that we had last week.